Hello guys, the DeckList Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have a second place Unchained remote regional deck profile by Michael Shari, and let's go ahead and hop right in. So for hand traps, we have 3 Droll, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, so just 9 hand traps, and then we also have 2 Fenrir for like going first or going second, and then we also have like Dark Hole, Talents, and 3 Thrust. The reason for Dark Hole specifically, I mean, good in the cash, decent into a bunch of decks, works really well with Thrust also, and because if you draw this card going first, if you get hand trapped or something, you could use this to like, you know, pop a body and summon. Then we have Abominable Unchained Soul. They do play the Disaster, which a lot of people have been cutting. 3 Shavara, 1 Shyama, 3 Aura, 2 Rakia, and 1 Sarama. So more people have been doing 1 Rakia, 2 Sarama, but they're deciding to do 2 and 1. You know, finding it the opposite of what other people have, just because other people have wanted like another Sarama in deck, because this card's like better follow-up, especially like by itself. Like turn 1 it's not the greatest, but turn 2 it's better. But also at the same time, this is better turn 1. Then we got Rhino Warrior, 3 Tour Guide, 3 Abominations Prison, 2 Chamber, 3 Escape. So playing the 5 trap cards this time in the list. And then 3 Nib, 3 Dark Kaiju. It's also a Fiend, so you can give it to him. And then use like Anguish to make Yama. Herald of the Abyss, 2 Cosmic, 3 D Barrier, and then 3 Evenly. And then also like the Thrust in the main works with the Herald of the Abyss in the side. Very, very interesting though to not play a Harpy's Feather Duster in this list. That sounds crazy, because first of all, you're playing regionals, you're going to play against more back row, more rogue, more random stuff, and then on top of that, you're main decking triple Thrust. So it's like, sounds crazy to not play a Harpies, at least somewhere in this list to me. Also, they're not playing Prosperity in the main, which does suck somewhat. You can see they try to like fix that with like Fenrir, Talons, Thrust. Like these help the consistency a little bit. And then we got Zeus, the DDD, the DDD Wave High King Caesar, rank 3 DDD. Then we got Underworld Goddess, Access Code, Unicorn, Muckracker, Abomination, 2 Anguish, 2 Yama, and 2 Solar Rage. I think the extra deck is like fine. I mean, a 3rd Yama would be pretty good, just because, you know, a lot of people have told me that like when you play against Kashtira, especially if you start to try to get to a grind game, if the Unicorn rip Yama, I mean, that can end up hurting pretty bad in the future. They're also deciding not to play Nightmare Griffin, which I think is becoming less and less needed compared to how it was before, because there was a decent amount of branded. Now there isn't that much. There's more. People have been playing less pure branded and more Chimera branded, and it's more Chimera and less branded, which means they have room for going second cards. So then like the Griffin line and stuff like that's coming up less and less anyways. So it's not nearly as good as it was like at the beginning of the format. But that is going to be it for the deck list. And with all that being said, the DeckList Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.